Hello and welcome to Lolcow Universe News, your place for news and other ridiculous shenanigans from the Lolcow universe. Friday on Nerds brought us a pretty epic Glamy Crash Out. While the premise of the stream was that Pharaoh would be getting a punishment for missing a 2 a.m. meeting, it quickly devolved into a co-hosts versus co-host battle. Before we head down Crash Out Lane, let's take a look at how Glamy started out this stream.
When you said, oh, I might not show up on the show the other day, you said you will take our docket team members and our pay pegs.
That's hilarious.
They're all your friends.
Nobody said that I would take the docket team members or the pay pegs.
You said that.
What I said was that they were not interested in working for this show anymore because they were all put on probation in response to what happened to me. I talked to Keemstar about that. That's exactly what was said, Farrah.
That's exactly what I was there
you said
when
in our phone call, all five of us there, you said if you leave, they'll go.
Yes, and I said that is because of the fact that they have all been put on probation in response to the situation that happened with me. Is that not what I said?
I just want to clear up something, all right? When Zay said, like, no, I did not threaten to take the pay pigs and all that, Glamy, why did you say Zay was right in that situation? Because you told me the opposite. You told me that she did say that.
No, I told you that I misspoke about that they said that they were going to go because they were upset. That was on them, not her. And then I clarified that with you too.
No, you told me that Zay said that she was going to take all the pay pigs and all the stuff with her.
No, that is not what I said. I said that they were her friends, that they came in and supported her.
Hold on. Eric, you were there. Don't you remember Glamy saying this? And I freaked out. Yeah, what the hell? What are you talking about, Glamy? That's exactly what you told me.
I said that because of her, they came in to support her, but that they were all upset. That's what I said.
Okay, yeah.
Glamy completely backed up Zay, essentially calling Pharaoh a liar, even doubling down when confronted by Keemstar. It was around 10 minutes later that Glamy started to change her tune.
I have not gotten a call from our group chat any other day before, unless some shit going down.
We call every day and I ask you guys, hey, or I text and I say, hey guys, what topics do you want to bring to the docket? Nobody ever responds to me. Nobody.
Okay, that's not true. You and I, okay, this is
no,
the part
wait,
that's
okay, Glamy, I'll give you your credit.
Under the bus right now? What are you talking about?
Wait a minute. This is my issue. It's the fact that I've reached out earlier when we started the show, and I reached out to you and said, hey, I'd like to be a part of the docket. And you said, fine, that's cool, but I'm going to go off and do the docket with them, and usually it's done. I go to sleep, and usually it's done. And then all of a sudden, you come back, and you say, oh, well, me and the team stay up for 5 o'clock. I wanted to be a part of that, and you said, don't worry about it. Go to sleep.
Because, Glamy, we included you in the meetings a few times, but you weren't contributing to the docket when you were in those meetings. You were having side conversations. And then, Glamy, I was like, it's fine. I told you it's fine. You don't have to be there for the meeting. Just start bringing topics to the table like I asked for Eric and Pharaoh because they're asleep too.
The one and only time that I figured out exactly what it is that you wanted was yesterday.
TTS.
So then when I had, oh, now I forgot what I was talking about. Damn it.
You were talking about the conversation that we had yesterday. You were talking about the conversation where we had yesterday where I explained to you what I wanted.
Yeah, you explained to me finally what it is you wanted. I finally got an idea and understanding of what it was that you wanted in the docket team and how you want to set up. And so I stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning and said every single thing that I liked and wanted to talk about with numbers of how important it was to me as a conversation. That was never laid out as to what it was you wanted from me
but Glamy, I need to
even bring you.
I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. Every single topic that you sent to that docket is unusable as well. That is also where we're having a problem because you didn't understand what we were saying.
Whoa.
You can't talk about Gem and the holograms and the Spice Girls Wikipedia. That is what you sent to the docket chat, is it not?
Yes, because that is
we told you to bring things you're passionate about, but that are interesting for a show. Interesting for a show. You need to also think about entertaining an audience.
I want to say that the last call we had in this Nerds docket team chat was on Wednesday at 11:55 a.m.
Look at all the texts in between where I said, hey guys, what do you want to put on the docket today? Hey guys, what do you want to put? Every single day I've asked you guys that. Do you have any ideas for the docket?
Apparently everything that we bring, everything we bring apparently is unusable.
Glammy, it isn't. Let's ask the chat. Would you want to hear about the Spice Girls Wikipedia? Do you want to hear about the gem and the holograms Wikipedia?
No, excuse me, we worked
the
together.
She-Ra Wikipedia? Because that's what you sent, Glammy. You have to summarize those things.
So
you have
it's
to
for a topic. I put it in for a topic so that
you need to summarize.
But there's more people than just one in the team.
Need to summarize what it is about that topic that you want to talk about.
I put an entire detail as to how I felt.
That was about your emotions, Glammy. Those were about your feelings. That's not about how it's interesting for a show. I'm trying to get you to understand. It needs to be what you like and interesting for a show. At least, I will give Pharaoh his credit.
Okay,
he brought this
so
Daredevil thing, and this is really fucking interesting. The Daredevil thing is something we could talk about for a really long time. So I will give Pharaoh his credit. But it was also Eric and Pharaoh together bringing the Daredevil thing together. So they did bring me one topic.
I do want to talk about the
also,
The topic
I can't get credit at all.
And also, when we covered it like 2 weeks ago, I tried to put those in the docket and it's never covered. Like, what's the point of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, Pharaoh, I want to work with you. Pharaoh, I want to work with you seriously. Can we tonight, after this, have a meeting and we can, like, get your topics that you want to talk about in there? Because I understand your frustration with that. That does make sense.
Like
That's what I was doing before. I was putting snippets in there. See, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. I do bring snippets of things that were new. I had a whole bunch of stuff in the docket shit, and all of a sudden that's wrong. Now you're telling me to come up with new shit, and now that's wrong.
I'm saying you need to summarize.
And we can be like, oh yeah, I do want to talk to you seriously.
Glammy, you need to
figure out what it is you want from me.
I explained it to you last night in great detail, and then you still didn't get. You need to bring a topic and summarize.
Stupid, and I'm not happy about it.
You need to bring a topic and summarize the topic and what it is we would talk about on the show. You summarized what it is you liked about the topic, but not about what we could talk about on the actual show.
It seems to me Zay thinks she's in charge, so it makes sense that Pharaoh and Glammy are upset with her. As a viewer, I will say it does indeed feel like the Zay Zooted show instead of Lolcow Nerds. As a matter of fact, that's also the kind of vibes I got when Zay was on Milkers for that short stint. Moving on, we have Glammy thankful to finally get this all off her chest.
Actually, I'm really glad that this all came out because, to be honest with you, I've had these feelings for quite a while. And
I knew this is Lolcow therapy right here.
Why? When we're terrified.
Okay, I'm gonna be the therapist.
Nobody wants to trigger you, Zay, because you're fairly sensitive, and so everybody tiptoes around.
I wouldn't be so sensitive if I didn't feel like everything was on my back all the time. That's also what it feels like.
Well, that's how I felt. That's how I felt when you sat there and
why would you
shit out of me when you telling me that the docket team was gonna leave if you left? That's exactly how
the docket team makes their own decisions, dude. I cannot fucking control them. That's the other thing you gotta realize. I don't control them. And you act like that even though Gaff literally made you an entire docket that night, Glammy. So that was fucking bullshit.
But you shouldn't use that as a hammer.
Just recently, but that was just recently. Before this.
Okay, first, when isn't Glammy terrified? And second, so Zay did threaten the docket team would leave with her, just as Pharaoh stated? And Glammy was lying? Seems to me Pharaoh is owed an apology from Glammy. She took Zay's side because they are closer friends and lied to do it, in my opinion. As the drama started simmering down, Glammy got a little pep talk from manager Boogie, which ultimately led to a complete crash out from Little Miss Cupcakes and Lollipops.
I'm going to say Glammy's been the most entertaining today that she's ever been in the entire Lolcow universe. I think 100% you do the Becky thing, which is try to act way nicer than you actually are. I think you should fucking let it go whenever you want to. You take the filters off. Fuck that shit. You're timid as shit. Don't be timid. This is the real Glammy, and we like it. Glammy, start being you. I'm sick and fucking tired of goddamn scared, timid little mouse Glammy. This is a safe space. You can roar here. Why don't you roar? You can scream at Zay and you'll still be friends afterwards if Zay's a real person. You can scream at me. I'm going to scream at you. This is your therapy space. This is your padded fucking room. Go fucking nuts.
Okay, it's just it didn't seem.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
It didn't seem professional, so I was trying, and then I like being the supportive role, so I try to support, but I do have
Support. Fuck
But this
support.
has
You're a
been
goddamn
bothering me for a
star.
while.
You're not a
It has been
supporting
bothering me.
actress. You're a leading fucking actress. Get up there and
Yes.
lead.
Yes, well, this has been bothering me for quite a while now, and I'm glad this came out because I did want to talk about it, and I always say I'm sorry when I'm not sorry, and I always backtrack when I shouldn't backtrack because I do say things that I believe in, and then I get told that they're wrong, and then I just totally just cave and fuck everybody.
Good.
Yes.
Guess what? Glamy, here you go. Guess what? Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. I never fucking liked you. Eat glass. Go suck 1,000 dicks and get AIDS from it. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I said what I said. I'll apologize for it later. Who gives a fuck? Hey, you're wrong about everything. You're not even a real Star Wars fan. Fuck you.
Oh,
Who
fuck
cares?
you.
Who cares? Who fucking cares?
You suck. No, suck my dick. I am a real Star Wars fan. Just why? Because I can't quote shit like everybody else? Why? Because I can't sit there and pull up every single
What
goddamn character?
on?
Is that
What
why?
planet are the Ewoks on?
Why? You fucking asshole! I do.
Glamy, careful.
Part of my life.
This bitch don't even know where Ewoks is from. She's deflecting.
Big part of my life.
Damn.
Why? Because I can't sit there and quote you
Clip
every
that.
single
Somebody
fucking
clip that.
character.
Oh my god.
Down.
A Glamy crash out has happened.
The fact that Star Wars was the nail in the coffin for the climax of this crash out on a show called Lolcow Nerds, it's actually quite fitting, really. I do find it interesting, though, that after all that back and forth about the docket and the tension rising between Glamy and Zay, when she finally did start to crash out, it wasn't even about or directed at Zay. It was about her being a doormat who avoids conflict at all costs. Although, I will say, lying to your boss in order to avoid conflict with your friend probably isn't the best way to avoid conflict. But what do I know? That's all I have for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.